Day. You'd want it to be more sunny. It's a bit overcast, but the crowd has come in. The atmosphere already electrifying, and we're all set for Nepal versus Malaysia. Very good afternoon, Prarambha.
Good morning. In fact, is it already afternoon? In fact, it is. See, this is what cricket does to us. Another interesting day of cricket is up on the cards. Malaysia won the toss, decided to bat first, and Sandeep said he was happy with the decision. He would have wanted to bowl first anyway.
The two captains there, Sandeep Lamisane and Ahmed Fayaz from Malaysia, the touring team. What a good start for Malaysia. They won the match by 8 runs yesterday against PNG. Nepal only one change to their side. Lucas Baum has gone out of the team, and in walks the left-handed Dilip Nath. And it's an unchanged team for Malaysia. Let's have a look at this. Kusal Burdal, the opener. Mohammad Asif will be his partner. Rohit Paudel is in a great touch. Dipender Singh Aidi scored 100 in the ODIs as well. Arif Sheikh, what a strong middle order. Kusal Malla, the all-rounder. And Sandeep Lamisane, Karan Casey, and other fast bowlers in Sonpal Kami. And this is the Malaysian team.
Well, Birandeep Singh, Pawandeep Singh, both of them would be very confident, especially after that amazing performance. Pawandeep amongst the wickets, Birandeep among the runs. And the captain was comfortable with the decision to bat, despite the overcast bit of condition out here. Looks like it's going to be Karan Casey to open the bowlings for Nepal, Sachin.
Karan Casey, he was the czar move of the match. Dhruvanat Subedi and Vinay Kumar Jha will be the two umpires. In fact, it's the other umpire, Buddhi Bahadur Pradhan, who is the umpire.
And Wendell Laveroy, the match referee for this series. Sachin, interesting fact about these two sides. In the recent 5 head-to-head matches, Nepal have secured 4 wins, while Malaysia, the odd win for them.
Malaysia are back into action after 10 long months because of the pandemic, mind you. They've done well, won the match yesterday against PNG. It was a competitive match, but eventually it was Malaysia who won the match by 8 runs. But this is a new match altogether, and they're facing the home team, Nepal. Certainly, it will be a massive challenge for them. Karan Casey runs from the Tribhuvan end to ball the first delivery. Oh, inside hasn't gone. Birandeep Singh, the man who scored 50 in the previous match, has been dismissed.
What a dream start for Nepal. Birandeep completely misjudged, and inside has that delivery to the stumps. Unlucky.
Unlucky, you'll have to say, but it was there to push it. In fact, that was the intent from Birandeep Singh. He has been out for a golden duck. Let's have a look at this again. It was on length. The ball was there to be punched. Unlucky, you'll have to say. Lack of concentration as well. It was the first delivery. He could have well let it go, but not to be, and that's the first wicket for Nepal.
Could have gone anywhere, that ball. Just so unlucky for Birandeep. Could not continue with his performance yesterday.
And the crowd on their feet already. What a start to the second match of Sky Exchange Tri-Nation Series. And the captain will now have to do the job of an opener.
At the toss early on, Captain Faiz said, a bit of swing, hint of swing out there.
Come on, use those deliveries to go away from the right-handers. Facing his first delivery, and a wonderful start for Nepal.
At the toss, Faiz said Malaysia wanted to score some runs early on in the power play, unlike yesterday, because Sachin, yesterday in the power plays, Malaysia were very silent and quiet.
Goes after it. When you swing it hard is the old school book. That's what the old school book says, and that's exactly what the captain Fayaz has done. First runs and first boundary for Malaysia here. Karan Casey is getting that swing for Prarambha because the condition is overcast. It's humid as well. When you slash it hard.
He probably intended that delivery or shot for somewhere else, but there was better of an edge outside, as I assume.
So eventful start already, wicket, a boundary. Almost the same kind of delivery that was placed with Amrit Singh. He looks a very, very thoughtful cricketer, Ahmed Fayaz. Very mature with his approach to batting. We saw that yesterday.
Anchored the innings against PNG. Went on to score 56 in that match.
Wide this time from Karan. As I said, it's overcast here in Kathmandu. Small session of rain yesterday. Hasn't done much harm to the outfield nor the pitch. According to Ejaz, who was there in the pitch report, this will also a pitch with true bounce, with all deliveries that will keep low. We'll have to see. Malaysia should look to get at least to 160 if they want to force Nepal any kind of threat.
No runs here, boys. No runs here. Stop here.
Just kind of the start Sandeep Lamachane would have wanted for Nepal. Of the two recent matches in the series, both the matches, Sachin, have been won by the team batting first.
That's the formula Malaysia would want to follow. Win the toss, bat first, post the target, and defend it. We'll have to say if they'll be successful or not. Meanwhile, that's the end of the first over. 5-4-1 Malaysia.
जगदम्बा सुपर साइन तथा ग्याल्वा प्लस जस्ता पाता जीवन भरको भरोसा.
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
About Ahmed Fayaz. He actually thought of becoming a sports science lecturer if he was not a cricketer. You talk about alternative professions of cricketers. Paras Khadka, the former national team captain, wanted to become an architect. In fact, he had already given up cricket at one point of time in his thought of becoming an architect. So much about destiny, isn't it? So Sompal will be bowling from the pavilion end. Karan Kisi picked up the first wicket for his team in the first over. Ahmed Fayaz and Zubaidi out in the centre. Oh, wild swing this time from Zubaidi. Not necessary. Captain Kez will certainly go to him and have a word, because Sompal Kami will also generate some movement. Both the bowlers, both the opening bowlers for Nepal can get the ball to swing outside, away from the right-handers.
A swing and a miss. No need to, make those shots and throw the wicket away early on. You're already one down.
A beautiful shot this time. When you go conventional, it looks more convincing and elegant. Look at this. How beautiful was this shot. Over-pitched, all right. But put for a boundary in style by Zubaidi.
In the replay, for all the kids watching this shot at home, this is how you do it. Straight as an arrow.
On drive is one of the most difficult shots to play for the batsman, and he's done it with perfection. Sompal, a touch shorter this time, and the ball will carry all the way. They are certainly giving it back to Nepal. Zubaidi macking Sompal for a massive 6.
Beautiful shot. Just stands and delivers, and the ball goes to his own dugout. And look at his teammates cheering us. Beautiful shot.
That shows how confident the Malaysian team is after the victory yesterday. Captain Faz and Zubaidi, if they can build a partnership here and if they can go to anywhere around 170 to 180, I think they'll have Nepal in contest. Especially with the quality of left armers they have. Left arm piece medium. The two bowlers yesterday, Mohammad Waqif Irfan and Sarvin Muniandi, both of them took 6 wickets.
Was thinking about it one more time, but gave that thought away. Zubaidi is playing against Nepal for the first time in his T20 international career.
Sompal has been expensive in the first 4 deliveries he has bowled. The pacer has been the spearhead of Nepali fast bowling lineup. Karan Kisi, his partner, has picked up a wicket. Can he do it for his team in the next 2 deliveries? Zubaidi meanwhile would be high on confidence. He is not minding to go aerial. This is another boundary for Zubaidi. Not convincing this time, not at all. But the scorecard won't say that. It reads 4 runs.
"14 runs of the first 5 deliveries of Sompal's first over here. Zubaidi is in no mood of taking deliveries. A beautiful shot he thought of, but not the intended outcome in terms of the direction, but the result was the same. It's boundaries.
This is a much better comeback, but look, that's the kind of form the Malaysian is in. 2 runs to finish this over. A massive over for Malaysia. 16 runs of the second over of this innings. Malaysia are 21 for 1.
घरको दाना दाँतैले फोर्दै खानैको बाला हातैले सोर्दै
उदयपुरको चुनढुङ्गाबाट तयार गरिएको द बेस्ट
Wicket in the first delivery of the innings. In fact, in his bowling to Ahmed Faz, Zubaidi looked to give it back to Sompal Kami in the previous over. The sun is now slowly coming out. It's getting brighter. Slow one this time. Well dealt. But eventually they'll complete a single.
A bit of a misfield out there. Karan maintaining that channel, the line and the length, and causing troubles.
leg stick.
Keeping the batsman in 2 minds.
Sandeep Lamisani having a word with Karan Kisi. It'll be interesting to see when Sandeep introduces himself. Doesn't mind bowling in the power plays in the shorter format of the game as well. He's good with the new ball too, Sandeep, with his sharply incoming googlies. Shorter one this time and picked the length pretty well. 1 bounce to the fielder at deep square leg. Both Zubaidi and Fez, I talked about this yesterday as well. Captain Fez is a short man, so is Zubaidi. So they can pick the length very easily. And if there's anything short, marginally short, you can say, even if the ball is at length, they can pick up the length very easy and smack it or wake it towards the leg side area.
As we've seen yesterday, the Malaysian batters are not afraid or scared of going for those big shots.
Hammered, deservedly so. It was short and wide from Karan Kesi. Deserved punishment. And yet another boundary, this time for the captain phase.
Stands and delivers one more time. Let's just have a look at this. Through the cover reason. No fielder out there in the deep. And important 4 runs for Malaysia. They look very, very confident despite having lost the first wicket of the first delivery.
I think that's the right approach to deal Nepal with. Short wide this time as well. Stayed on the back foot. It's not that short as the previous delivery. Look at the intent. The intent is pretty clear. They want to score runs and score runs at a very quick pace.
Looked a bit wide, but not given. Wanted to go slashes hard. Did not make the connection. Skipper.
The crowd slowly building in. 3,000 people already, I think, are on the stands. Good delivery, inviting for a drive, but there was a hint of swing, which caught Faiz into 2 minds, and eventually he took a single and went off the strike.
Another good over at this point of time for Malaysia. 7 runs from Karan Casey's second over already.
So 6 runs of Karan Casey's second over. Final delivery coming up. Good length. Hit hard down the ground, but there's a fielder in the deep for protection, and that's the end of the third over. 29 for 1 on Malaysia.
अपोलो पेन्ट्सको कुनै पनि नजिकको स्टोरमा गएर आफूलाई मन पर्ने रङ छान्नुहोस्।
मेरो हिरो सुपर स्प्लेन्डर नेपालको अति लोकप्रिय मोटरसाइकल हिरो सुपर स्प्लेन्डर।
जगदम्बा सुपर साइन तथा ग्याल्वा प्लस जस्ता पाता जीवन भरको भरोसा।
The TVS Apache RTR 204V.
जगदम्बा सुपर साइन तथा ग्याल्वा प्लस जस्ता पाता जीवन भरको भरोसा।
उदयपुरको चुनढुङ्गाबाट तयार गरिएको द बेस्ट सौर्य सिमेन्ट।
In the commentary box, taking you forward into this innings, the Malaysian innings, 29 for 1, and straight away after the first expensive over from Sompal Kami, Avinash Bora has been introduced. Bowled really well against Papua New Guinea, Avinash Bora. Was not there in the ODI series, and look at the fans, they've come in numbers. They love their cricket. It's Nepal playing, and you expect crazy Nepali cricket fans to be present out here in Kiu. They're still, he has gone after it. And just over Asif Sheikh. Not exactly what he intended, but the result doesn't matter. It's 4 runs for Malaysia.
Slashed at it hard. Wanted a boundary anyway and gets it. No fielder in the third man region. And Zubaidi has now equaled his highest score in T20 internationals of 22.
"22 years of age, Zubaidi has a long way to go, but he has shown his courage. Not afraid to throw his bat at anything that gives him room. Zubaidi has moved on to 23 now of 10 deliveries. Captain Faiz, because of that aggressive approach from Zubaidi, has got some time to settle himself at the crease. 10 for 9. He's in form, scored a 50 yesterday. Ahmed Faiz. Slowly Malaysian innings now getting on its way. Avinash Bora is known for his toe-breaking Yorkers. Haven't seen much. The first T20 as well. Came back in. This delivery from Avinash, just a single.
Malaysia quietly building this partnership. It's already 35 between the two batters out there.
They lost their first wicket in the very first delivery of this match. Virendeep Singh would not be happy with himself. Comes down the track this time, confident shot. But Kusal Burtel will cut it off, just a single again.
The intent is clear. Zubaydi and Faiz. Faiz, more of the calmer partner. The second wicket partnership. Helping build some confidence in the Malaysian squad.
Played on the back foot this time, cautiously. Good delivery this from Avinash. Faiz, 11 of 11, Zubaydi 24 of 11.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys.
It's a good start. It's a very good start now for Malaysia. They would have wanted Virendra Singh to still be there because he is the man in form. Not to be, but 36 for 1 is, I think, something that the Malaysian coach will take.
Beautiful delivery to end that over. It's Malaysia 36 runs for the loss of 1 wicket by the end of the 4th over.
Hero, hero, super splendor.
नेपाल अति लोकप्रिय मोटरसाइकल हिरो सुपर स्प्लेन्डर
रंगीन बनाउनुहोस् आफ्नो जिन्दगी अपोलो पेन्ट्सको साथमा
मेरो हिरो सुपर स्प्लेन्डर
मेरो हिरो कति प्यारो अरु पनि होला राम्रो तर पनि मेरै हिरो प्यारो पहाडेर ओहो तर कति सुन्दर हाम्रो बाधा भने कति हो त्यसैले हिरो सुपर स्प्लेन्डर नै प्यारो हामीमा छ हिरो हामीमा छ हिरो.
Into the attack again after that first expensive over. Bowling from the Chovar end. Captain Sandeep would want a wicket from Sompal desperately because now the Malaysians are looking to attack and they've been comfortable so far.
Just a single out there. Sompal begins well. His second over, the first one was expensive, went for 16.
It was a slow delivery from Sompal. Rolled his fingers at the last moment. But just well by Zubaydi. Wanted to go after it, did not have the connection needed. But still a single. So Ahmed Faiz now facing Sompal Gami. It's never easy for a bowler if you concede 16 runs in your first over, especially in this format. But Sompal Kami, he has heaves of experience to his name. Came to the cricketing circuit in 2013. Sompal stayed and played in India for a long time. This is his 34th T20 international. Played for Nepal in the only World Cup presence of Nepal in 2014 in Bangladesh.
Successive dot balls would do a lot for his confidence, Sompal here. The penultimate over of the first power play here at the TU Cricket Ground, third T20 international of the series, also involving Papua New Guinea.
Sompal was a revelation to Nepal cricket team. When he came in, he was known for his pace, popularly known as the Gulmi Express. Gulmi being the district where he belongs to. Brilliant comeback from Sompal. The length has been immaculate. It's not that short for the Malaysian batsman to stay on the back foot and hoik it. Sompal has been very successful with his medium pacers. Has picked up 32 wickets for Nepal in T20s, average of 24.